Hej allihopa, jag sitter här igen med Erika. Vi tänkte prata lite om hur det är att bo och jobba i Filippinerna. Det är flera tittare som har frågat om det. Så får vi se var vi hamnar. Vi har inte planerat någonting utan hon kom förbi och vi bestämde igår. Hi Erika, welcome.
Hello Krister, hi everybody.
Hon säger hej till allihopa. We said yesterday we'll talk about how it is to live here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
You work, you have your own company. Me, I have my own company. You're Filipino, I'm a foreigner. It's a little bit different, but
It's actually way different.
It is, yeah. But how do you feel being a businesswoman?
Well, being a businesswoman here in the Philippines is actually an advantage. Of course, this advantage is because of other, expenses and taxes that we're paying. But owning a business here in the Philippines is actually a huge advantage because we know for a fact that, of course, we're very blessed with a lot of resources here in the Philippines. However, it's still considered as a third world country. So, if you don't study, of course, well, with no discrimination or anything, you'll end up getting low-paying jobs if you're well educated or if you finish your education, of course, with the skill set and strategic approach that you have. Well, then you would have a better life to live here. The prices of the houses here are very expensive, most especially if you would like to be living in an exclusive village or private vicinity. So yeah, it's a great advantage that to be living. Actually, I think it's anywhere when you have more money to spend, and then you would live comfortably.
Yeah. Do you see any discrimination in being a woman as a businesswoman compared to being a man?
No.
Ingen diskriminering alls mot kvinnor, utan jag tror det är tvärtom, och det är flera länder i Asien som har fler företagsledare än något annat land i världen. För här är det kvinnorna som är starka. Jag lovar, jag vill inte bråka med en kvinna här, för då kommer knivarna fram. But when you decided to put up your own business, did you have any hesitation?
No, not at all. No.
You just went for it?
I just went for it. When I feel like doing something, I would just simply go for it. It's not the guts or the instincts. It's just, that strong feeling that you have in you when you feel so empowered of doing something. Be confident about it, and I'm sure that, it's going to be turning out as a success.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit the same. I can be cheap Charlie buying a 20 peso water bottle, but I can put 10 million peso up to a business I believe in.
That's a difference that we have. Well, I can shop a lot.
Yeah, I know you can shop a lot. Ja, vi sa ju det, eller hon säger det att hon handlar lite för mycket. Det är det jag har sagt med Birger Jarlsgatan i Stockholm. Det får ni skylla på Lisa Nilsson på ambassaden i Bangkok, för att Birger Jarlsgatan skulle få bra med momspengar och inköp. Men båda två, vi vill ju satsa på någonting som vi tror på direkt, utan att tveka. Och hon har ju blivit väldigt framgångsrik i sin nisch. Men hon lärde sig ju den hårda vägen. För hon jobbade ju sig upp. Och sen öppnade hon eget. But here in the Philippines we have so many regulations.
Yeah.
You have the tax authorities, you have the municipal, you have the barangay.
Yeah.
You have the landowner or the landlord.
Basically, you would have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Once that you put up, actually, in a normal setup, just by simply living here in the Philippines, you work, you pay taxes. You die, you still pay taxes.
Yeah.
That's what we call the estate tax.
Yeah.
That's what's sad about how the administration is doing, but I think there's something that's beneficial behind it. Most especially experiencing epidemic or any pandemic or any crisis, the funds for the taxes are being used to help the less fortunate ones, or actually majority of the Filipinos. But the thing is that the way that we, like us Filipinos, handling our businesses here in the Philippines is that we know that there's a greater advantage for foreigners like you. Not to the point of any discrimination from the registration in SEC, whether you're a corporation or a sole proprietorship. It's just that the courtesy that we give to the foreign nationals like you, that there's just a little, like, special treatment that you have. But it's not something that I look at as a disadvantage. So, of course, we would like to welcome a lot of foreign investors here in the Philippines because you guys greatly help us with our economy, for sure.
Det är ju ett enormt pappersarbete här. Det har blivit mycket, mycket bättre. Men det måste fortfarande förbättras när man öppnar affärer och allting. Och det som hon säger, vi har ju fått en del fördelar, vi vita. Av den enda anledningen till att de visar så stor respekt. Det är ett respektfullt folk. Och när du väl har öppnat en verksamhet, då kanske det blir lite annorlunda. Då får du kanske betala lite mer skatt. Och det är ett högskatteland. Men som hon säger också är att de fattiga får faktiskt del av skattepengarna. Det är ju inte som i Sverige när vi ger bort skattepengarna till andra länders medborgare, utan här är det de fattiga som får vara med av de höga skatterna. But during your years as a independent businesswoman, what has been your biggest challenge?
Well, actually, the biggest challenge here are not really, the mandated, government-mandated payables. The greatest challenge so far that I've experienced is, this COVID-19.
Yeah.
Because instead of saving a lot of money or saving some money for the funds of the company, we shell it out to giving free meals to the employees, free transportation, because we wouldn't want them to be joining other people when they commute going to work and coming from work to home, and doing the disinfection and all these things. Those extra expenses that we never had foreseen coming in the past is already here. And we're just glad that, we're very blessed that we do have the funding for it. Apart from that, the greatest challenge really is in the norm is to manage the employees.
Yeah, to manage employees is very difficult.
No matter how good or kind you are, there would be really employees who thinks differently.
Hon satsar ju mycket jag kan ju historien med att se vinst, hon har berättat det förut, i att ge mat och transport och allting till de anställda, vilket hon inte behövde göra förut. Och det är ju skillnaden nu under den här så kallade pandemin. Och pengarna de har sparat i företaget går ju tillbaks till de anställda, för de har ju haft det jobbigt. Det har varit hemskt. And to manage people, that's very difficult.
Yeah, you need to have a heart and but you need to separate your emotional involvement with employees. So it needs to be a balance of IQ and EQ at the same time. Don't get me wrong, I love my employees so much. I love them like a family to me. I won't be here without them. But it's just it's very good to be investing here in the Philippines, or to be putting up a company here in the Philippines, because one, you have a very family-oriented, cultured people.
Yeah.
You have very hardworking employees that you can hire here, dedicated ones. They put their hearts at work, but messing with them for any misunderstanding or any issues that may arise during their employment, you would really have to focus on your you would have to pay attention to it, because if not, we have a government who takes care of our employees here, not really a government, but a specific agency, which is the Department of Labor and Employment, who takes care of the employees, complaints and all that. But if you know for a fact that you're not doing anything wrong, well then
Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
The thing is, sometimes my experience is that because Filipinos are very emotional and they're very, as you said, family oriented. And sometimes the employees brings the emotions to work. They bring their family problem. The guy fights with the wife in the morning, then it becomes your problem.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
the opposite way, the wife fights with the husband, and that's your problem as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem with the performance at work. And actually, here in the Philippines, we rarely accept like relatives in one company. Like there shouldn't be siblings in one company. There shouldn't be husband and wife, because it would cause a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But in ICOM, like in my company, I do accept anybody who's actually qualified to work with me. Because I still believe that the reason why they applied for the job is to work. But sooner or later, of course, concerns and issues would arise. Sometimes you would witness, like, they're fighting there, people resigning together, siblings resigning together, husband and wife resigning together. That's what we're trying to eliminate. But it's only a matter still of negotiation and putting your undivided attention to the issue that they're facing and fix the problem.
Som hon säger, de är väldigt emotionella och väldigt familjeinriktade. Och det är både bra och dåligt, för att de kan ju ta med sig det till jobbet. Och hon anställer ju då även familjemedlemmar, men i vårat företag så gör vi inte det. För det kan bli problem. Vi säger att du är man och fru och så jobbar på samma företag, och så har du bråkat på morgonen. Då gör du inget bra jobb. Det är vissa regler som vi har. Hon har släppt på dem, men hon tycker inte om dem. Det vet ju jag. Hon har ganska många anställda, så att det är svårt att hålla reda på. Och det kan ju ta 6 månader innan vi får reda på att det är någon man och fru. Sen är det mycket relationer på jobbet också som gör det jobbigt. But if we go away from the work situation, let's go to, why would somebody come to the Philippines as a tourist?
Number one is the hospitality of the Filipinos. Like, it comes in our nature. We grew up with it. Hospitality, Filipinos are very warm, very loving, very caring. Like what you've mentioned, we're very emotional. That's the only disadvantage that we have when we overuse our emotions. You will never feel unsafe being here. Everybody, the majority is kind. That's what I love about the Philippines. And no matter how many countries I travel to, I still get the feeling on the third day when I travel, I still get the feeling of, going home and feeling the very good weather that we have here, because this is a tropical country. We only have 2 weathers, either the rainy or the stormy season in summer. So there's a lot to love here in the Philippines, and of course your security, your safety, that's one. Filipinos are also clean. We're very much OC with our hygiene.
Yeah, I know that on my water bill.
And people here are really friendly.
Som hon säger, de är emotionella och vänliga, och det är ett säkert och tryggt land. Och det är ju ett tropiskt land, så att det är oftast fint klimat. Ja, det är klart vi har regnsäsong, men som nu har det inte regnat på en månad. Det är hur fint som helst. Nu håller solen på att gå ner här, och det har inte varit moln på himlen idag. Och if I ask you yourself personally, what's your favorite destination in the Philippines?
Wow, that's a very good question. Well, I would say that I love
the shopping mall. The Gucci shop.
Apart from Louis Vuitton,
The
actually.
Louis Vuitton, yeah.
Apart from the
Patek Philippe
shopping
shop.
malls, away from Manila would be Aklan, of course, Boracay.
Aklan?
Yeah,
Okay.
Boracay. I always love the beach. It's my second home. Any beach would do, actually, but nothing beats Boracay, really. Second to Maldives, but
Yeah. No, I mean, I used to like Boracay. I was there first time 1987. They gave us a kerosene light. And we were hard
call it
born there.
lampara.
You were 2 years old. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to say the age. Something like that. No, but they gave us a kerosene light, and we went to a small nipa hut. and now it's very developed. I haven't been back there since 2004.
We should go there.
We will. When I get my relatives here, we'll go there together.
Boracay is very
it opens up.
clean. Most especially, I love being there. Most especially during the time that it wasn't crowded yet. Now it's too crowded, but there's still like areas, some stations in Boracay that are still very private. I love the sand, the fine sands in Boracay. I love the very silent waves that you hear, most especially at night. I just completely love the place. I find peace there. I have time to read. I have time to write. So.
Hennes favoritresmål är Boracay. Eller vilken beach som helst i och för sig. Men Boracay är fint även om det har växt för stort. Men det är hur vackert som helst. Det slår ju alla beacher i världen. Utom Maldiverna då, som hon sa. Men Filippinerna har haft ett dåligt rykte. Glöm det. Att det är osäkert och allting. Jag har aldrig... I have never felt unsafe here. Anywhere I've traveled. I have traveled in Mindanao a lot. Do you feel unsafe anywhere?
Being here in the Philippines now, I don't feel safe. Most especially, of course, I can speak the same language as they do, so I don't think that there has been a time that I got worried being here.
But do you know why in the world that it's actually true? And I don't like it. I'm always promoting the Philippines. But the Philippines have had a bad reputation. That it's unsafe. It's... I don't know. It's a lot of things. When I went to the Philippines the first time, they said, "How dare you?" And I was like, I'm walking around in Ermita at 5 o'clock in the morning. I've never felt unsafe.
Well, Ermita is one of the places that, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mix of people.
Yeah, but there might be poor people, but they're not bad people.
Yeah, they're not bad people. There might be kids that are like street kids who has been living on the streets for quite a long time, might be playful, but it won't come to the point that they would be doing any harm to anybody.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know any of my foreign friends, and I know a lot that has ever been scared. I'm more scared if I'm in Stockholm, Sweden, or in Frankfurt in Germany. But I think this is one of the most safest places in the world.
Yes, I agree to that. Because I would never stay here if I don't feel safe. The thing with, maybe the reputation that has been made could have been because of issues in the past of like family feud, politics, or whatever. But that one culture that we have, like I said, we grew up as like very family oriented. You harm one in the family, then the whole family will come.
Yeah, join together, right?
Will join together, would come looking for you.
Yeah.
No matter what you've done.
Yeah.
We're very forgiving people. We have a very long patience, but don't hurt anyone from the family, because that's something that we grew up like saving, protecting, and caring and loving our family.
That's like what I say on my channel. If somebody would hurt my kids or my daughter, you don't need a court. You don't need the police, because I'll take care of it myself. And you know what I mean with it.
Yeah.
Som hon säger, det är hur säkert som helst. Va? Hon har aldrig känt sig otrygg, jag har aldrig känt mig otrygg. Men däremot så tar familjen hand och ser efter sina egna. Och så ska det vara. Det ska inte vara en klan, och det är det inte här. Utan det är en familj. Och det är därför det är så lugnt och tryggt. Sen blir någon på fyllan och kanske lite politiker och skit som skjuter varandra. Det händer ju överallt. Det har ingenting med trygghet att göra. Okay, what's next for you in life?
Well, I'm actually... For now, I'm planning to go on a short vacation because of, what happened to our family. I just really feel so hyped yesterday when I talked to you.
I saw that. But that's
I think this is a very good diversion to be doing, keeping myself busy for the next few weeks or so. But in a short-term future, maybe long-term, I'm planning to put up a few businesses more. Not the call center business, but in a different industry. and maybe get married one day.
Oh, she wants to get married. Hon vill gifta sig. Nu alla tokstollar på tuben.
There are people
Nu har ni
sending,
chansen.
there are people sending me messages and the one sending email to you. I would be very glad to answer all of you, but I hope that you can give me this time
Yeah, of course.
to still mourn on the passing of a family member. Well, I would love to read everything that you can write to me, and I would make time to actually reply to all of you. I have 4 children. So I just want this story to end. I have 4 beautiful, amazing children. I'm blessed with the 4 of them. The reason of my strength and, why I'm like this,
Yeah.
as always. So I have 4 children. I'm gonna get married soon. I'm trying to enjoy.
Trying to make more children.
Yes, I'm planning to have 2 more children. Hopefully, just one-time delivery, maybe twins. But I'm trying to enjoy maybe the singlehood, if I can say that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy that, and I'm very welcome to be chatting with you guys once that I have the time. Thank you so much for the heartwarming email that you have been sending to Krista, and that you have been sending me privately through my social media account. I don't open it always, but I'll try to make it to the point that I would actually reply.
You know I never give out your email without asking you.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, no, I would never do that. Som hon säger, hon vill ju gärna hitta någon trevlig kille. Kanske blir en svensk, vem vet. Men hon har 4 barn. Och har varit en lång relation. Jag vet vem killen är, men det har varit slut nu något år. Och hon hoppas att hitta den rätta. Vill ha 2 barn till. Avsluta efter att ha varit single in Swedish. Var ensam några år. Sorry, I was asking you. Och hitta den rätta. Och jag säger så här, den killen som vinner henne är lycklig. Hon vill ha som sagt 2 barn till. Det blir 6 barn, det blir en stor familj. Men,
Somebody asked me if my heart belongs to someone already.
well, it belongs to your children.
Of course it belongs to my children, but I know what the question really is.
Of course.
And that is for you to find out.
Det är ni som får försöka hitta till hennes hjärta. Ni som frågar om hennes e-mail, jag skickar alltid vidare det. Och säger hon ja, så ger jag ut den. Annars så kör ni på kommentarerna. Ni kan ju lägga ut kontaktgrejer där, för hon tittar på alla kommentarer. Hon översätter även de som är på svenska. Any last words?
Well, I just wish to thank everybody for always thinking of me and mentioning me through your live or through the comments. I'm doing very well, and I hope that you are too. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's make it to a point that we reach 20,000 before this year ends.
Yeah,
it's still the first quarter of the year. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly click on the link below right there. Follow Swexit TV, subscribe to it, like the video if you love it. Leave a comment, we'll try to answer the most that we can. Thank you very much.
Det här är min marknadsavdelning. Hon är den enda som gör reklam för kanalen åt mig. Jag är lite för blyg att göra det. Men tack för att ni tittar, och är det någonting ni vill att vi tar upp om till exempel Filippinerna eller någonting annat med henne, så skrik till i kommentarsfältet eller på e-mail, så gör vi ett program till. Vi fixar alltid till någon tid och någon plats.
It's Saturday.
Okay, guys.
We call it Saturday. So stänkare and...
Stänkare.
Have a great shot.
There you go. You wave to them. Bye.
Bye everybody.
Have a good time, guys. Ha det bäst. Hej då.